Older men have handed over our cultural power without realizing it. The happy wife, happy life mindset convinced older men to avoid conflict and give women full control over the home and the culture. This created a generation where women make the rules and men simply comply to them. Masculinity slowly became something to tolerate, not something to respect. Masculinity is punished, but masculine labor is still demanded. Society demonizes masculine traits as toxic, yet men are still expected to fill every dangerous, exhausting, and essential role in society. Be soft, but also be strong. Be harmless, but also protect us. This contradiction destroys young men. The older generations don't understand the modern reality. They lived in a world where men and women needed each other. They had affordable housing, stable jobs, stable families, and normal courtship. They never experienced a culture where women are encouraged to resent men. They cannot comprehend modern dating, modern feminism, or modern hostility towards men. Modern culture teaches women they don't need men. I don't need a man is celebrated. Independence is framed as a virtue. Partnership is weak. Having a boyfriend is ick. This rewires expectations and destroys mutual respect. From a young age, boys are taught to act like girls in school. Boys are taught to sit still, be quiet, and express emotions just like how a girl would. Their natural energy and competition are labeled as problems. But these same boys are expected to be tough the moment they become adults. Society gives men no clear definition of masculinity, and there's an emotional double standard for this. Men are told to be emotionally open, but if they show any real pain, they're they're making others uncomfortable by doing that. Men are expected to be emotional, but not too emotional, vulnerable, but not inconvenient to society. Men are forced into a feminist approved box. Men must fit a prescribed script to be a good man, strong but not intimidating, ambitious but not competitive, protective but not assertive, masculine but only when it doesn't offend anyone. And the modern man, he works harder for a worse outcome. Men grind themselves down with no promise of a family, legacy, or any stability. Older generations bought homes for a sack of pennies and supported family on one income. Young men today work more and receive less, then get called lazy for struggling. And we are ashamed for the world that we inherited. Older generations call young men incels without asking why millions of men can't find a partner. They blame men's attitudes instead of recognizing a culture where openly dismissing men is that's normal. That's seen as, yeah, we're women, we hate men, of course. If I saw a man in the woods, I'd be more scared than if I saw a bear in the woods. They see men uh, as a they're like we're freaks instead of seeing what what caused it to happen. And resentment grows when one side is punished and the other is never held accountable. Young men see women praise no matter what, and men criticize no matter what. Standards for women are nothing, and expectations for men have increased and increased. And this breeds a distrust and anger and hopelessness and resentment between the older generations and the sexes. And large numbers of men, most men, will never have a family. Even men who do everything right are being shut out. The traditional path, job, house, and marriage, children, it's not truly reachable today like it used to be. And this creates a demographic of men who feel like they have no future. And this society is ignoring biological truth. The male instinct is to build, protect, and reproduce. This can't be erased through browbeating and longhousing us. If men are denied purpose long enough, they're going to start stopping in participation. They're not going to be around. And extreme behavior grows when people are backed into a corner with no hope for a normal life. And if nothing changes, instability is inevitable. You cannot create millions of young men who have no purpose, no respect, and no future without any consequences. Men will take risk, gamble everything, and push back when they feel disregarded. History shows this leads to cultural revolutions, blood on the streets, and that's what's going to happen because what other choice do you have when your reptilian brain is going to take over? When you have nothing to lose and only something to gain, bad things are going to happen because young men have the monopoly on power. We are the ones that fight in wars and innovate and create and work all these hard jobs. We're not going to do that for nothing. And we're certainly not going to go extinct and be treated like pieces of shit for no apparent reason. All right, rant's over. Tell me what you think, and I don't see anything good coming out of this, but you let me know what you think.